Welcome to the NFL here on NBC. We welcome you to the Big Easy for Week 5 of the NFL. The Giants visit here to begin Week 5. 1 o'clock games. Saints to kick it off. Giants to receive. This is going to be brought out from the landing zone and taken out to the 27 he goes. And that is where the Giants will start the first drive of this ball game. Wilson under center to begin us here. Little play action, looking deep. He's going to throw towards the near sideline. That is going to be completed. Malik Nabers to move the sticks already for the Giants. A nice gain there of about probably 17, I would say. As we take a look at the replay, very nice ball by Wilson to get it out there to his playmaker, Malik Nabers. So already 1st and 10 here for the Giants. Little play action yet again. Wilson looking. Moonball time going deep towards the end zone. This one's going to be incomplete. Double covered there by the corner and the safety. Could not haul it in as Wilson launched that one all the way towards the end zone. Both these teams come in here. Well, not both these teams. Vice versa records here. Saints 3-1, Giants 1-3. We've already broadcasted a Saints game this year between the Niners. That was week 2, I think that's what it was. Play action here by Wilson again. Pressure coming. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to take off. He's got the first down and another 15 yards on top of it. Sliding down at the 33 is Russell Wilson. A beautiful game there for the Giants. I do also want to apologize for any of you guys who have seen the Twitch live streams I've gone. This is probably like my 100th game live streaming this, but the other games were testers because my game was broke something. Wilson over the middle. This one's caught. Malik Nabers, nice juke move on the slant route to pick up the first down. But as I was saying, those games were at first, like the first one I did, I wanted to stream, and then my game was super buggy and weird, and I just like kept trying to fiddle with stuff, and it didn't even work. And I even figured out today to stream, and it started to magically work again. So I don't know what happened, if it was an update or whatever. Play action here. Wilson looking to pass in the pocket, only a 4-man rush. He goes to the outside on a check down to his running back. That is Tracy, who is a little slow to get up here. He will be able to get up, though. That is Tyrone Tracy Jr. on the reception. I could not remember his first name. Wilson, play action again. He's going to get out quickly as the rush came from the outside. That one, a gain of 4 for the Giants. Out to his tight end, Johnson, to pick up 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 now for the Giants. Trying to cash on in here on this first drive of the game for them. So 3rd and 2 here for New York. The give to Tracy up the middle. He's running hard. Down inside the 5. 1st and goal for the Giants at the 3. As Tyrone Tracy hits a power run right up the middle. Beautiful hole there made by the Giants offensive line up front. You can see there the give, and he just hits it super hard. So 1st and goal here for the Giants. Try to cash on in here on this first drive. Motioning Nabers out to the right. They're going to go back, counter with Tracy, and he's going to only get 1. So they go back to Tracy on a little reverse counter, and that's great to hear. My headset's about to die. Plug that on in. 1st and goal here for the Giants. So wait, how's that 1st and goal? It's 2nd and goal anyways. Wilson to pass. Going down. He's going to get sacked. Wilson goes down. I'm not sure why that said. I don't think my things are stretched out enough. Third and goal here for Russell Wilson after taking a sack there. Look at the pass pressure coming. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to throw on the run. This one's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by the Saints. The linebacker covering Tracy Jr. picks it off And the Saints take over at the 20 after the touchback. Rattler to pass now. So a quick change of possessions. Going deep here. Rattler on the first play. That one's going to be batted down and incomplete. So they try and take a big shot after the incomplete, or after the pick in the end zone. The Giants trying to cash it in there. Could not. Wilson looked like he maybe even had a lane running up the middle, but he threw it and it ends up in a pick from the man coverage. So 2nd and 10 here for the Saints. Taysom Hill, the motion man, down below. Pressure coming both sides. Rattler passing underneath quickly. That's to Taysom Hill. First down. Moore. He's going to slide / get taken down at the 36. So the Saints with some motion here. Rattler, nice little pass, seeing him, and Taysom Hill able to beat the man coverage there underneath on the little crosser route. So underneath is Rattler. And Rattler, the give to Kamara. Kamara trying to find the hole, can't find it. He's going to get taken down. And number 58 for the Giants just kicked the ball, it looked like. That was quite funny anyway. So 1st and 10 falls for nothing. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Giants. Or for the Saints, excuse me. Jesus Christ, I am not locked in. Under center here is Rattler on the 2nd and 10. They bunched up in the back. It looked like a loss of 2. It looks like Rattler got hit by his own man, a pulling fullback. And Alvin Kamara is doing the "you're small" emo on Carter there, even though he's shorter than him. So 3rd and 12. Jesus Christ. 3rd and 12 now. 3rd and long for the Saints. Can they convert here? 3-man rush. Rattler. Pressure going. He's going to get rid of it. And it's going to go out of bounds. Falling incomplete. And the Saints will be forced to punt here. So the pressure from the 3-man rush gets to Rattler. And they're going to be forced to punt here after the pick in the end zone. So defensively for the Saints, they were ready. And the Giants ready to go back to work on offense. This one going to be caught. And fair caught at the 22. So the Giants getting ready for their second drive. Still tied here, 0s with 48 seconds left in the first. The give to Tracy here, and he's going to get hit right away. Timeout called. It was just an injury timeout. So actually he lost a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Giants. We have a injury timeout here on the field as the play clock now starts to run down here. So both these teams actually, if I can reach to grab my MacBook here, hold on. Oh, okay, I got it. I'm still plugged into my PC, of course. Charging my headset. Wilson to pass quickly over the middle. The slant route hospital ball is going to fall incomplete to Malik Neighbors. So facing a 3rd and 11 here. Can they convert? So taking a look at the games so far this week, I actually was going to implement here's Wilson on the pass. He's going to throw over the middle. It's caught. A little post route slant. They can't take him down. He's going down at about the 42. Goes Jalen. No, that's Darius Slayton. Excuse me. Wow. But anyways, as I was saying, I was going to implement a little graphic right below the score bug for other games around the league. Screen pass here. He's going to get it out, but Tracy cannot haul it in. It's going to stop the clock, so maybe one last play before the quarter ends. And it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. But as I was saying, I was going to implement a little graphic on the bottom to tell the other scores. But I realized that my PC is not too expensive and not too good enough to hold all that because it was a looping graphic. So a little pitch out here to Tracy. Tracy to the outside. He's going to get the edge. Tracy sprinting down the sideline. He is unbelievably fast. Picking up the first down and about 20 on top as that will end the first quarter of play here in the Big Easy. We are tied at 0, all 3 drives in. End of 1. So the beginning of the second quarter here. Out to the outside zone. Nice cut by Tracy. I don't know why. This is the worst. No, I don't want that. I want... There we go. Second quarter. Apologies. Second quarter. I don't know why it reads third, but it does. Second quarter here. Giants, 2nd and 10. Wilson looking to pass. He looks to take off, but he's going to check it down. It's going to be falling incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Giants. So as I was saying, I was going to implement a graphic on the bottom to show scores from other games in the league, but it realized there was a little heavy load on the PC there, and it didn't make the gameplay look good. So instead, I'll tell you the scores from games that happened before the 1 o'clock area, or games that happened during the 1 o'clock area. Wilson to pass here on 2nd and 10. Looking over the middle. It's caught. Tight end. He's going to stumble all the way down inside the 10. At the 10, actually. Setting them up in a 1st and goal situation. A beautiful read by Wilson to Bellinger there over the middle. But to kick it off in London, the Browns got the win over the Vikings 26-17. And the Browns move on to 2-3, and the Vikings fall to 3-2. The give to Tracy up the middle. Tracy going to pound his way forward. Down to the 1. It's going to bring up 2nd and inches for the Giants. Trying to just get it in here. Hopefully not to throw a pick like last time. So 2nd and inches now for the Giants. Literally 0.5 of a yard. They're going to motion their tight end to the left. QB keep is Wilson for the score. Touchdown, New York. And they take the lead off of that and go up 6-0 with the PAT to come. So the Giants strike first here. We also had an injury on the field, so there's an injury timeout there. And the PAT now by the kicker for the Giants. Snap, hold good. It is up, and it is good. So the Giants score here first. They're up 7-0. So the Browns get the win. Ravens get the win over the Texans. Raiders get the win over the Colts. Cowboys and Jets ended up in a tie. Eagles get the win over the Broncos. And the Panthers get the win over the Dolphins. And then also that Thursday, the Niners got a win over the Rams there too. Okay. The give to Kamara to the outside. Kamara making a nice move, trying to lower his shoulder for only a gain of 1 there. Kamara running hard, as always. But yeah, so currently right now I have a video, a TikTok up of the undefeated teams. The Rams actually fell this week. They go to 4-1. 2nd and 9 here for the Saints. Rattler, the give to Kamara again. Kamara making a move for 3. 3rd and 6 for the Saints. But as I was saying, the only undefeated teams yet are the Jags and the Commanders, and either of those guys have played in this week 5. They both... Why is my shit doing that? The Commanders play here at 4:25, and the Jaguars play Monday against the Chiefs. Rattler to pass. He's going to throw it underneath over the middle. Chris Olave is going to be slammed down. A gain of 2, going to leave the Saints with a 4th and 4. So currently, the Saints are in the 5th seed, the 5th place in the NFC. And the Giants are ways down. They are the 13th team in the NFC. The punt from the Saints is away. and going to be returned from the Giants for only about 2. So set it up at the 28-yard line is where Wilson will come back to deal business. Wilson to pass here. He's going to throw towards the numbers, and that one's fallen incomplete. His receiver, Malik Neighbors, could not haul it in. So currently right now, your top, Jesus Christ, your division leaders in the AFC, the Jags at 1, or the Jags leading it there. So Wilson to pass. Sorry, I just kind of cut off. But Wilson to pass. Check down to Tyrone Tracy Jr. is going to push forward to move the sticks. So in the South, the Jags lead it, then the Titans, the Colts, and then the Texans. In the North, the Ravens lead it, the Browns, the Bengals. Oh my fucking God. Sorry, I gotta... How do I turn? We're going to go on D&D. Wilson to pass over the middle, caught Malik Neighbors on the underneath route, and we have an injury timeout. The lineman for the Giants, Thomas, is down. It'll stop the clock at 2:21. In the West, the Chargers lead it, then the Raiders, then the Chiefs, then the Broncos, and in the East, the Bills lead it, then the Jets, then the Patriots, then the Dolphins. And then in the NFC, in the East, the Commanders lead it, the Eagles, Cowboys, Giants. Wilson a pass, going deep, a moon ball. Does he have separation? It's intercepted again. The Saints come away with another pick. And this time it's the corner for New Orleans. Right back to it. They give it to Kamara, and Kamara for only 2. And that shall take us to the 2-minute warning here. After the pick, Kamara gains 2. 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. The Giants still leading at 7-0. Second and 8 here after the 2-minute warning. Motion man is Hill. To the outside he goes. They're going to go to him. Throw quickly. Caught. First down. New Orleans. Out of bounds he goes. Stops the clock. And then in the West for the NFC, the Rams, Niners, Cardinals, Seahawks. The South, Buccaneers, Saints, Panthers, Falcons. And then in the North, Vikings, Lions, Bears, Packers. So some teams you probably wouldn't expect to be at the bottom of the barrel or even at the top. Rattler to pass towards the outside. That's caught. Taysom Hill again on the little out route to move the sticks out to the 40. He goes. And they're going to try and get back to the ball here quickly. So some teams, some surprisers so far this season. Obviously Jacksonville going 4-0 undefeated so far. Taking on Kansas City. Hosting them actually on Monday Night Football. We'll see how that turns out. The Chiefs 2-2, third in the West. Rattler to pass again. He's going to throw over the middle on the numbers to Hill again. Could not haul it in there. He is looking a little slow, hurt, and tired. Ravens 4-1. That's quite normal. The Bills only 2-2. Actually, that division's not even far. Buffalo 2-2. The Jets are 2-1 because they tied early today. Patriots 2-2 and the Dolphins 2-3. So that's literally up for grabs there in the East. Rattler to pass. Can't find anything. He's going to take off. He's picking up the first down and out to the 45. He goes. Timeout being called here by the Saints. So it's their first one of the half. They have 2 left. Stops the clock at 1:19. And then if we look over in the NFC, Commanders, Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, that seems pretty normal. Then Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals. Rams, 49ers, Cardinals, Seahawks. That seems pretty normal to me. I mean, Seattle being only 1-3, a little weird, but the pass out here for 3 to his tight end. Seattle being 1-3, yeah, okay. Buccaneers 3-1, I see that. The Saints being 3-1 is a shocker, yeah, considering that their quarterback play, all that. And then in the NFC North, I mean, those four teams, they all have potential, very good potential at that. Motion man, Kamara out there on top of the Saints logo. Rattler looking to pass. Pressure's coming. He's going to get rid of it. And it's going to go out of bounds. So the clock at 1:10. And the down and distance, 3rd and 7. So the Vikings currently 3-2, Lions 2-2, Bears 1-2-1, and the Packers 1-3. So we've actually had quite a bit of tie ball games ending up. And I think our first tie ball game came in week 2, I think it was what it was. No. Rattler to pass, 3rd and 7, trying to move the sticks. He's going to throw. Wow, what a beautiful pass. A tight window there to move the sticks. Brandon Cooks. I mean, it looked like he had anyone on that left side open, and he goes to Brandon Cooks to pick up about 15. There's another tie ball game. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Raiders, Bears, last week, week 4, they tied. And then the Jets and Cowboys tied today. Kamara on the run. Up the middle he goes. He's going to be taken down and stopped. Timeout called here by the Saints, of course, as we take a slight bit of a break. But yeah, those are pretty much the only teams that come to mind as being somewhat good or just a different view of what we thought. The Niners actually have a good hold on the West. They're second right now in the West, but they're 3-0 in the division for the NFC. The toss over the middle to Alvin Kamara. Kamara taking them down inside the 10. Clock ticking, no timeout being called. 1st and goal for New Orleans. Trying to get back to the ball quickly now as we're under 30 seconds. But yeah, we can continue to look at that at or kind of near halftime. So 1st and goal, New Orleans trying to tie it up right before half. No timeout being called. Clock is running. Rattler to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to throw towards the end zone. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, New Orleans for the score. Alvin Kamara putting his cleats out as he's on fire today. Wide open. Alvin Kamara for the score. As Rattler's able to stick it on in there. So the PAT now to tie it up at 7-all is good. So 7 seconds left in the first half here. We have a tie ball game at 7-all. As the kick is away, the Giants to take it out and let some time run off the clock as he will be taken down at the 22. And the Giants will actually just knee it out here. Take the knee and take us to halftime here in the Big Easy. Tied at 7-all as we get back right to it. Saints to receive here. The kick is away to start the second half. The return out here by Rashid Shaheed out to the 29. He brings it. And that is where the Saints will start up. So they currently are in this game right now because of 2 picks thrown by Russell Wilson. Play action here by Rattler. A little dump pass. He's going to get it to Shaheed. Shaheed for 6. Wilson threw a pick in the end zone. They were inside the 10. He threw a pick in the end zone. And then he throws a deep moon ball down the sideline, and it gets picked off by the corner, number 4, from the Saints. 2nd and 4 here for New Orleans. Rattler to pass. It's a little screen to the outside. Alvin Kamara's got it. Down the sideline he goes. And taken down after first yard gainage out to the 46. First and 10 for New Orleans. The outside give to Kamara. He's going to end up losing 1. The outside blitz from the Giants able to come around and get to him and take him down for the yard loss. 2nd and 11 here for New Orleans. Motion man is Hill to the left. The give to Kamara. He's going to be swarmed and taken down in the backfield. A loss of 4. 3rd and 12. Up and coming for the Saints. Empty formation here for New Orleans. Look at the pass. Rattler is going to dance around in the pocket. He's going to get rid of it to the check down, and it falls incomplete to Brandon Cooks. And it's going to bring up 4th and 15. New Orleans on to punt it away. And the Giants will take this one out. And out to the 25 he goes. So Russell Wilson trying to get back in business. And a little play change here at the line. This one wide open. Sterling Shepard unguarded. All the way down for a 75-yard score. Touchdown. Giants. Broken coverage by the Saints defensive backs. Leads in a touchdown. Oh my God, bro. I apologize to everybody. That's not Sterling Shepard. I now soon realize that after seeing the back of the jersey. So, that's awesome. This one going to be returned out. So, New Orleans, empty formation here, down 7. Rattler to pass. Feeling the pressure, he's going to get taken down. Burns on the sack, a loss of 5. And already a drive killer for the Saints here. They look to have no response from this Giants defense right now. I mean, playing absolutely hard on that outside edge is Burns. Rattler to pass here again, staying in the pocket. He's going to throw on the run deep down the middle. It's going to be completed. Brandon Cooks all the way down to the 45 inside Giants territory. A beautiful pass and an even better catch by Brandon Cooks in traffic, as it looked like he had 2 guys on him. Very nice throw. I mean, it could have been a hospital ball if the corner there would have just laid his shoulder into him, but fortunately, he didn't. Give to Kamara up the middle. Kamara, nice run. Down to the 30. They're going to give him forward progress. They gave him forward progress out to the 30 now. The give to him to the outside, and he's going to go down. Kamara, his stats are just fading away after that big run now. The tackle for New Orleans got absolutely shedded on the outside and taken down. Oh my God. 2nd and 13 now for the Saints. Kamara going to be motioned up top. Empty formation. Rattler to pass. Pressure coming. He's going to roll out to his left. Throwing it to his left. Another beautiful catch between those two. Brandon Cooks with a phenomenal catch on the outside. And even better pass by Spencer Rattler there. Able to flip his hips and get the ball out. 1st and 10 for the Saints. They're moving mighty fine right now. Condensed formation. Pistol for Kamara. He's going to go towards the end zone. It's caught. Chris Olave for the Saints score. And the Saints able to answer after the broken coverage in the Giants score last series. The kick now is up and good. Saints tie it up here. 1:44 left to go in the third quarter. Going to be received out to the right. He goes and taken down at the 25. Under center, Wilson. Little reverse formation there. They're going to give it to Tracy. Tracy trying to fight one guy, and he's going to get a gain of 4 there. Reminders, Super Bowl 60. What every team is so patiently trying to achieve and everything. IRL, I do my weekly predictions for every game and whatnot. Wilson to pass here. He's going to throw on the run. A nice catch to Malik Nabers. A nice throw to Malik Nabers. A nice catch by Malik Nabers. Oh my God, this callous. Oh, God damn. So my in real life predictions for week 1. Whatever. Play action here by Wilson. Looking deep down the field. Sending up another moon ball towards the end zone. And it's going to be knocked down. Triple coverage is what Wilson is throwing that up to. So, not ideal for any Giant fan watching that. But anyways, as I was saying, the scores that I have had, or what I thought about. So, Thursday night I did these. Wilson to pass. He's going to throw towards the middle. It's caught. Jalen Hyatt, his first reception of the game. That puts Russell Wilson just at the 200-yard mark. Jalen Hyatt out to the 37 as he stands there and points forward. So I did these Thursday night right before the Dallas-Philly game. I had Philly winning 31-19. Philly ended up winning, so I guess if you want to count it. Give outside to Tracy. Tracy gonna be stonewalled by the defensive front for the Saints. A loss of 1 as that takes us to the end of the third quarter here. We are tied at 14 all. 6 minutes left to go here in this Week 5 matchup. We'll be back. Second and 11 here for the Giants. Tracy the motion up top. He's going to throw it to him quickly on the little wheel. Tracy's going to go for a 3rd and 3. He goes for. So, Friday night, of course, last night, Chargers-Chiefs in Brazil. I had the Chiefs winning at 27-17. They ended up losing 27-21, actually. And then the 1 o'clock games on Sunday I'll go through. So this 3rd and 3 here for the Giants. Wilson to pass. He's a throw on the run over the middle. Incomplete. Malik Nabers could not haul it in. And let's see if the field goal unit for the Giants comes onto the field. Fourth and 3. They will. So a 47-yard attempt here. Snap, hold, good. Kick is up. There is a flag, though. Hold on. Roughing the kicker. And the Giants are set up inside the 20 at the 15 now. After a roughing the kicker call. Wilson to pass. He's going to throw to Tyrone Tracy Jr. out to the flats. Spinning forward out to the 8 inside the 10 now. 2nd and 3. It brings up. So the Giants made the field goal But of course, they're not just going to settle with 3 when they are able to just move forward and try and surge for another touchdown here. So 2nd and 3 now. The roughing the kicker call could cost New Orleans this game. We will see. Play action. Wilson's going to fire quickly. Malik Neighbors, he's got it for the first down on the little slant route to move the sticks inside the 5 at the 4. Wilson quickly with that progression there. Even nice coverage there, but Malik Neighbors with them strong hands able to reel it in to pick up the first down. Now inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal to give to Tracy up the middle, and they were ready. Taken down at the 4 again, so no loss, no gain. 2nd and goal for the Giants. I formation here. Fullback and running back. Play action. Wilson's going to get rid of it quickly. To his tight end, out to the outside. Again, no loss, no gain. Bellinger bringing up 3rd and goal here for the Giants. Trying to cash in and take the lead by a score yet again. They had a field goal that went through, but they got a roughing the kicker call, so they were able to keep the drive going. 3rd and goal here. Tracy to the left of Wilson. Neighbors below. Wilson looking to pass. He's going to go towards the back of the end zone. He threw another pick. He threw another pick in the end zone. His 2nd one of the game in the end zone and his 3rd total. Unbelievable. And Kamara's just going to get absolutely demolished in the backfield. A loss of 4 for the Saints. No way that just happened again. Russell Wilson throws another pick. His 3rd one of the game and his 2nd one in the end zone. Both of them being lined up inside the 10. Unbelievable. The Saints defense is playing out of their mind. Now the offense just needs to capitalize. They have 3 minutes. Can they do an empty formation after a loss of 4? 3-man rush quickly to the outside. It's caught. Brandon Cooks for 11. That duo have been there all day. Brandon Cooks and Spencer Rattler have been cooking, I could say. So again, I've literally, multiple plays have gone by before I've talked about this. I have Tampa Bay beating Atlanta, Cincy beating Cleveland, Miami beating Indianapolis, Carolina beating Jacksonville, New England beating Las Vegas, Arizona beating New Orleans, Pittsburgh beating the Jets. Rattler to pass, stepping up in the pocket. He's going to take off. He's got room up the middle. He's going to slide down after first down yardage. Moving the sticks, but I have the Commanders over the Giants. And then your 405, 425 games. Broncos over the Titans. San Fran over Seattle. Detroit over Green Bay. The Rams over Houston. That's 50-50. If Stafford plays, Rams win. If Stafford doesn't play, Houston wins. They give to Kamara up the middle. Kamara sees a guy, and he's going to get taken down, trying to get back to the outside. A loss of 2. Kamara hurt. 2-minute warning here in Mercedes Superdome. Second and 12, 2 minutes left to go. The Saints trying to capitalize here after the pick by Wilson. The throw, Taysom Hill catches it for 6. And then a fantastic one to wrap up week 1 on NBC at 8:20. Baltimore going back to Buffalo, a rematch of last year's NFL AFC divisional round. So that would be a good one. And then to end off week 1, Rattler to pass over the middle. It's caught. Rashid Shaheed moving the sticks for the Saints down to the 44. And the clock ticking, under 90 seconds here. And then to end off week 1, we go to Chicago. And I have Minnesota winning that one. And then my Super Bowl 60 prediction is a good one. And I think, and I'll say it here, I think it's going to be the Commanders and the Ravens. Rattler to pass deep down the field on the numbers, falling incomplete. 67 seconds. Rattler throwing a cover 2 fade ball there, trying to fit it in between the corner and the safety deep back there. And it was just behind him. nearly intercepted, but fortunately it wasn't for them. So it'd be a 61-yard field goal from right now. Rattler to pass, screen to the outside. Oh my gosh, almost intercepted. Kamara gonna step out of bounds at the 39. 3rd and 5 for the Saints. 62 seconds now. As I was saying, my Super Bowl 60 prediction is between the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens, and I think Lamar Jackson finally gets it done. 3rd and 5. They are going to try. They're trying to convert here, of course. Rattler to pass quickly. Call. Wheel route. Alvin Kamara down the hash of the sideline. And we have a timeout being called here by the Saints. They have an injured lineman on the field, actually. Out to the 19. It's a 36-yard field goal from right here. They're inside field goal range. They're just going to try and maybe run out some clock here. And then maybe even just pick up more first downs and use these Giants timeouts here. New Orleans trying to move to 4-1. The Giants trying to get their 2nd win of the season. Rattler now. Pressure coming. Play action. Rattler to pass. He's going to go over the middle on the little crosser route. Brandon Cooks. Timeout. Giants. Wow. Those two have been connecting all night. Rattler to Brandon Cooks is probably the only reason the Saints are going to win this game. And if it's not for that, I don't know what to say. Those two have been on it all night. 1st and goal for the Saints. I formation. Both teams, 2 timeouts, 53 seconds left to go. The little pitch out here to Kamara to the outside, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. I think the Giants called a timeout. Yeah, they did. One timeout left for the Giants, trying to just run the clock out here. 2nd and goal for the Saints. I formation again. Rattler underneath. The give to the fullbacks. Going to go nowhere. Last timeout called by the Giants. The Saints, 3rd and goal here. At the 10, it'd be a 27-yard field goal. As they line up for one more run here. Counter to Kamara. Kamara going nowhere. A loss of 1. And it's going to bring up 4th and goal. And the field goal unit gets sent on for the potential game winner. For the win. Hold good. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Saints take the lead with 3 seconds left to go in the game. This one gonna be kicked and not returned by the Giants. So they have one play. That is all they have. They have one play. 3 seconds. Wilson is not going to get it. It goes out of bounds. Clock expires. And the Giants fall to the Saints. The Giants will go on to 1-4. And the Saints will go on to 4-1. The Saints on a roll this season as we get you out to your highlights here. What a game it was today. The Giants had it in the hands of their palm. But with 2 red zone picks, you just can't be too questionable. So that will do it here in the Big Easy in New Orleans, Louisiana. Your final 14-17. Thank you for everyone who tuned in and watched. I will get more out soon your way. See you later and have a blessed night. Good night.